Let's just start. Let's go. Dunkey, God of War Ragnarok Dunkview.
When I hear AAA video game, I think of stuff like this. Like AAA video game? Oh, you mean this type of game, right? AAA level. God of War Ragnarok is the rarest type
AAA bug level, yeah.
of AAA video game. And that it actually is a really good video game. In the first hour
that's
of
rare.
this game, you race out of a collapsing forest on a dog sled, then you fight a giant bear, and then you fight Thor. That is how you do a fucking video game.
I love that the name of the bear was Bjorn.
Since the last God of War came out in 2018, there have been a lot of great action games. Games like Sekiro, Devil May Cry, Katana Zero, Neo 2, Hades.
No, what? I don't even know if I'll finish Sekiro. Fuck my life.
Metroid Dread, Elden Ring. Just 2 weeks ago, I was playing Bayonetta 3. God of War has never been Tekken, okay? But Ragnarok subtly builds on a foundation which has aged pretty gracefully in the face of such heavy competition. The key word in describing Ragnarok's combat is balance. It's challenging but not unfair. It's flashy without taking control from the player. It's simplistic but still lets you get a little fancy.
Nice.
Watch it. Now watch this. I'm gonna hit this man with the Looney Tunes surprise. Where'd the floor go?
I'm not gonna lie, I don't know why. I don't really like God of War combat. It's so weird. You would think I love it because I love games like Devil May Cry and stuff, but like for some reason I could never get into the God of War combat style compared to like something like Devil May Cry, which is a lot more fleshy and shit. But yeah.
One of my biggest criticisms of the last God of War is how it would recycle a lot of its mini bosses. This game does not do that. This game, you know, Funko Land? These guys went to Fucko Land on these bosses. I went into this game expecting the sequel to God of War, but really what we got here is the sequel to God of War and then the sequel to that game. Ragnarok is God of War 2 and 3 in one game. That's how many crazy boss fights are in this. My favorite boss, I don't want to spoil it, but your goal is to break a big cauldron. If there's one obvious flaw with God of War's gameplay, it's the traversal. It sucks. You look at other Sony games like Spider-Man and Ratchet and Clank, and those games' traversal is just as good, if not better, than the combat. But what makes God of War special is how it marries fun combat with engaging storytelling. Right from its opening shot, Ragnarok masterfully draws you back into its world with incredible acting performances. There's a much heavier emphasis this time on building up the world of God of War. There's a lot of side quests and lore to uncover, but for me, the most fulfilling part is just soaking in these beautiful environments. There is more artistry in some of God of War's doors than there is in entire video games. The sand.
Fair enough. I'm assuming God of War is very linear, right? It's like a linear. It's not like an open world, kind of like Elden Ring kind of thing. Man. Like fuck, man. I'm kind of tired of linear. Linear is good for storytelling. Don't get me wrong, but I want to have options in a game. I don't know if God of War has it. Like it can be still linear with options, as in like you will need to go to these three like locations, but before, like, you can choose which one you start with, right? Something like that. Like, I don't know.
Sandy tempest of Elfheim, obscure lantern-lit bones of a mammoth creature, beams of moonlight peer through the leaves of a gungle tree in Mufelkin. Heat seems to ooze out of the screen in the bubbling pits of Lava Island from Mario 64. There are so many creatures and little details everywhere in this game that sometimes you just have to stop and savor it all. Yes, this is the 700th open world game where you lead a rebel force against a tyrannical dictatorship. You've seen this story before, but you've never seen it executed on this level.
I mean, again, simple stories, in my opinion, are fantastic. You don't need to complicate anything. It's like you're not gonna be too original in most things because everything's already been done. Everything you can really think of has already been done. And it's like, even if you throw in like outer space, aliens or whatever, like civilizations, like most of it has been done, you know? It's like, you can't be too original. So just keep it simple, understandable, and just make it fun and interesting.
Level before. This is big budget blockbuster entertainment with little interest in rehashing the previous game's story. There is some dialogue that'll make you groan.
Everything's okay, right? Yeah, I'm just in a magical forest that shouldn't exist. talking to another giant, and she's...
Boy.
The scope of this game is much wider
Boy.
than the original, bringing back the original cast while introducing many new faces like Angra Boba, Tyr, Amir, Mimir, Finmir, Munko, Mumra, and the funny squirrel guy that I like.
Simply throw your axe and strike the chimes, and I will attend to your needs. I am already here, Master Kratos. Perhaps there was some confusion. This is for calling me out here, not for when I am here. Do you just like hearing the sound of the chime?
In the last game, the plot was to take the mom's ashes up
I
a
love
mountain.
these things. Like Warcraft used to have this thing, maybe it still does, where you just click on an NPC many times and then they're technically all the NPCs should definitely have it. I don't think the new NPCs have it. It's like if you used to click on Sylvana, she would get like really pissed off at you and shit like that. So I love that they're adding it. It's nice flavor, you know. Not everyone does it, but it's like the ones who do, they get to enjoy a bit extra.
In this game, the plot, I give up. You definitely lose that simplicity and focus from the last game, but there's a new kind of fun in trying to detangle such a massive web of characters.
Kratos? Snack?
I do not need a snack.
Ragnarok is Dr. Phil's greatest episode. It's a story about 3 fathers, 3 mothers, and 3 children. 2 parents want to shelter their children. Another 2 are depressed because their sons got killed by the other dad. Then there's the fun dad. He's the most evil one of them all. After the game,
he doesn't
Loki
look,
is impregnated by a horse. That's what it says on Wikipedia.
Stalin saw Bari and gave birth to the 8-legged horse Sleipnir. I mean, technically, yeah, Loki has been around the block, right? So.
The fuck? With so many characters taking the stage, it's a miracle that it doesn't collapse. It's a very segmented story with a lot of video gamey distractions in between. Destroy 4 rat nests. But just when I think I'm out, they pull me back in. While it all hinges on this massive battle, the story unfolds more like an intimate mystery, giving its incredible cast many scenes to flex their acting muscles. Just like The Matrix, God of War Ragnarok is a technologically advanced thrill ride where rebelling against prophecy only seems to seal your fate. It may not be high art, but it is definitely high entertainment.
I'm more interested in, like, there's a pretty, like, substantial limit to Viking lore, right? Because this is all Viking, like Thor, Sleipnir, and all that stuff. You would think they would exhaust all of the mythological creatures in all of the God of War so far. But he says that there's no repetition, so that's kind of cool. And I mean, you are fighting Thor as the second boss.
Showcasing many talents at the peak of their powers. This game will surprise you, it'll make you laugh, it might even make you tear up, and it will keep your hands glued to the controller all the way into its action-packed finale. When the credits finally rolled on this massive conquest, there was only one thing I could say. God damn.
That's good.
You're deliberately attempting to push me into some sort of emotional outburst, aren't you? Well, I'm not so easily swayed, my good man. Stop it, stupid chime! Oh dear. I'm sorry. I don't know where that came from.
Yeah, I figured that's what's gonna happen as soon as he says that. His name was Ratatoskr. Isn't that like a YouTuber? Or did he... Who came first? That guy or the YouTuber, you know? I'm pretty sure Ratatoskr is actually like a mythological name anyways. And Ratatoskr is making Valheim videos, so I'm assuming Ratatoskr is something from Valheim. Let's see. Ratatoskr. Yeah, okay. So he is a mythological god. Norse mythology, Ratatoskr is a squirrel who runs up and down the world tree. Yes, okay, it's the world tree squirrel. Got it. Cool. Anyways, dude, I love Dunkey videos. Honestly, I would say that I play many of the games that Dunkey enjoys. Like, I mean, he likes Mario. I mean, not my thing, and platformers and shit. But I would say his reviews are top notch. Like, he shows you the problems with games if there are problems, and if he says a game is really good, not in a joking way like Mario, then the game is probably really good. I would say from the popular games, the Dunkey reviews you know, the AAA games. If he says a AAA game is good, I'm gonna trust Dunkey. But anyways, that's the video. See you in the next one. Peace.